moments when there's a lot of stuff going on, your voice will, like, cut out almost completely.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe
It was like a phone call that was being dropped.
weird. Maybe the streaming on mine will be better. Let's see. I think we're
Yeah.
good though. Stream's up. Let's see if it's running for realsies on Twitch. I gotta get to the stream real quick. Boom. Loading video. Live, it says. Oh, cool. Awesome. Yep, definitely worked.
Excellent. Very good.
It's cool that we have commentators like King of Carrot Flower. This person called Zach Goldberg, also commenting on the game. I think it's good. Clearly, I've left myself locked in somewhere else. I'm gonna go ahead and join the thing. Cool. I'm into spectate. Actually, I'm gonna sub. I'm gonna go ahead and sub, and I'm gonna play for these guys.
Yeah, I think Mojo Kills has had enough today. Yeah, let's take him out. I'm going to go ahead and substitute iRise. My Lee Sin has been known to be pretty good. When I try to ward jump, I usually get about the distance of about 3 Teemos.
Ah, 3 Teemo ward jump. That's pretty good.
And then when people laugh at me, I just say lag in all chat.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
yeah.
it certainly was lag.
Yeah. I believe I did have that experience once, though. I was so embarrassed about how bad my ward jump was. I just typed lag in all chat, and I don't think I convinced anyone.
Yeah. You gotta say the sun was in your eyes, perhaps.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good one. Yeah, I'm RDY. We are R to the D to the Y. This is gonna be a battle of the ages.
Oh, I'm so ready. I gotta post another hype post on the league group.
I think it's very important that happens. It's pretty hype, dude. This is like, think about it. Everything comes down to this. The whole season, everything.
Yeah, I mean, you've been playing for an entire term, and just if you mess up once, if any of these players are listening right now, if you mess up once, your team's gonna hate you for the rest of your life.
No pressure.
Yeah, you might as well drop out of college.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, why not?
You're never gonna be a pro gamer. You can't win UOLCS.
If you can't win UOLCS, you are, and you're also a nerd.
And this is also coming from a pro gamer.
Yes, well, I mean, we are gold tier. I mean, they should listen to us.
That's true. And I just want to point out, last year at the Oregon State versus University of Oregon Civil War tournament, I did win $15 worth of Riot points.
Oh!
So, which is pretty much a professional gamer. Even though I know some critics would say I paid $20 to enter the tournament, so I'm operating at a net loss of $5.
Right. But did you get Victorious Rise?
No, I got second place. So,
awkward.
yeah.
Well, hey, that's a good net loss. I don't know how to make this good for you.
I tried really hard.
Well, good. There you go. Try hard. Oh, they're banning the Ziggs. Probably a good ban. That Ziggs was devastating last game. Absolutely devastating.
Absolutely. And it's like the Ziggs, like, it's not burst damage necessarily. It's just the wave clear is absolutely ridiculous, and the
really
poke
good.
in lane is ridiculous, and that just creates so much easy wave or easy objective control when you can push lanes easily, or you can keep a lane pushed and siege a tower easily, or you can defend something. Just allows, it's a very multi-useful champion.
And he's really good at sieging towers. Let's not forget his passive, which allows him to take towers faster, and he can really poke people down quick.
Yeah.
But it looks like Hazel's on Yasuo, which could be the end for Carbonic. He is absolutely devastating. Yeah, this could be rough. This could be rough business.
Yeah, rough business, but Mojo Kills. Not to be outdone.
Gets his Nasus. Who wants He loves Nasus. Blue Dream Fiend on his amazing Thresh again. It's going to be an iRise on the Vi.
I think Blue Dream Fiend might be on a different champion, hopefully, in jungle. It's going to be Elise.
Let's see. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It's going to be Domination on Thresh. Blue Dream Fiend on Elise. And I'd like to talk also about summoner spells from Mojo Kills. He doesn't need any of that teleport.
No.
Yeah, he knows exactly where to be.
Well, let's be honest. It hasn't worked well.
Yep,
Teleport seems to not be a thing that's soup's viable
yep,
so far. Ah, well, some guy named Gravin Cronkite posted in the UOLCS. We should all check it
yeah.
out and like the status.
Gravel strong creep.
Yeah, Gravel strong. Oh boy. Uh, Also, if anyone wants to duel with an AJ Den Leon, he's looking
Yeah.
to a duo, and he's gold 3.
I just went ahead and commented
That's,
the
that's
Twitch
good.
post, the Twitch link on his thing, just to let him know that the entire club is currently occupied
Hmm.
watching the finals, game 3 of the finals.
That's
And
true.
I'm really excited for some of the numbers. We saw about 31 people on earlier watching, which is awesome. I'd like to break that. So if you got any friends, you can call up your mother.
If you got any other computers you can put on,
Yeah, definitely.
I
Uh,
think that'd be cool. Also, Calvini on freaking Tarek, who is broken in my opinion. I hate Tarek. I hate going against him.
Gems. Yep.
He's so good. I mean, gems are truly outrageous, and so is Tarek right now. So
Yeah, and so is Tarek's skill cap. I mean, the stun you need to
yes.
hit is
Hmm.
so hard.
Yeah, very
Um,
mechanically oriented champion. It's
yeah,
really
definitely.
tough.
Just like Malphite. Although we make fun of Malphite for being a difficult to play champion, when in reality it's just kind of a you've got one move to miss, and we have seen people miss that in UOLCS. So I'd like to see Tarek stun a minion a couple times.
Absolutely, it's very important. You got to make that happen.
Yeah.
Interesting that he's opting for exhaust. They're not going super ham. And that's very interesting because Ezreal is not someone that I would usually put an exhaust on, simply because
Yep.
he's skill shot based and can blink
Yeah.
effectively. But
Wonder if the exhaust is going to be meant for Zed or maybe an Elise, perhaps. Yeah, that's an interesting choice coming out of Tarek.
hmm for
Uh,
sure. But again, I mean, they are much better players than us, and maybe there's some sort of magic to this that we
yeah.
don't quite understand.
Oop.
Um,
And I just want to point out that Nasus did go ahead and go with the Ghost and teleport, so they are going to try and do that teleport
they are.
strategy.
Woo-hoo. Maybe
And
Mojo Kills can show us how it's done.
yeah, I think Mojo Kills might have a little better grasp of it.
Hmm.
Um, or he might just be sticking for the farm game again.
Yeah,
That Jinx again. Jinx has been played every single game in this finals.
Jinx is so
Um,
good.
so good right now.
I love Jinx. Damn that
That,
Hansel.
and especially, I think we're probably going to see another 2v1 just because it's so effective at shutting Nasus down.
Yeah, I mean it's worked well for them. I don't know
Yeah,
why they wouldn't. They win the early game every time doing it. I'm
yeah,
just saying.
yeah. I'm super pumped for this game. So I'd like to get a shout out to Twitch chat here. I want to hear your predictions for the game. What's going on?
How are it's on a little bit of a delay. The Thrarst is in here. Oh, we're at 37 so far. If we can get to a 40, Gavin will, I don't know, he'll kill himself live over the internet after the game.
That oof.
If we get to 40, you signed up for this. You swore to me that you would
Oh
do this.
jeez.
I'm sorry. You already
Hey,
signed up.
I'm a man of my word.
Yeah, he's a man of his word. You get to a 40, and to 50, and to
Yeah.
75, couple
You,
100,000.
you know what's really great too is I'm trying to envision this upcoming term of UOLCS because this kind of fall term we went for more of like it's the inaugural term, so we were trying out new things and we got some feedback, and it looks like we do have a lot of support for UOLCS. I think there's a lot of people that like seeing these games being played, and there's some frustration that they had like bronze and silver level players going up against plat and diamond, which is acceptable. But
Mhm.
next term, this term right now, we're gonna roll out a competitive league
Oh yeah.
of 8 teams that are committed to having high quality opponents,
Right.
whether or not they get stomped, which is going to happen to some teams, not going to happen to others, probably TCG and Carbonic. And there's also going to be an open league where just any team can join up to play, and
Ah.
that's going to be super great.
So I have to bring this up since since this is the last game, there's no way that this game can continue unless there's a tie, which would be awesome and not possible. This is Carbonic's last game as Carbonic. As the current lineup, there is a 100% chance that there's going to be major roster changes for this team, and whether or not it exists is also in question next season. So, this is it. Going out on top. Guns blazing. Diamond tier borders shining. This is it for Carbonic.
Exactly, and Carbonic, they've got to play for glory right now. I think.
Oh yeah, the music, the moment you want it, you won't never let it go.
Yeah, they're probably listening to some Eminem right now. Maybe bumping a little Yeezus. I don't know what's your pump up music.
Mom Spaghetti remix, the version of that Eminem's popular song. Knees meat, arms are penny, Mom Spaghetti. It's very important, and I think they should be playing it. Absolutely. Or the final countdown. That's always a good bet. Looks like we're going in. Looks like the stream's about to be up. Hayes Lowell, can he redeem himself? Can he carry his team across the finish line? Can it be done? Find out today.
Hayes Lowell on Yasuo.
Yasuo
versus Zed in mid lane, which is going to be such a skill matchup.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to this one going down.
Whose cuisine reigns supreme?
Exactly. All right, we are on to the Rift.
Okay, since everyone has to watch my screen, we're going to zoom in on Thresh here. Everyone look at Thresh. He's very important. There he is. He's also spamming his laugh, which is so BM. Very BM.
Yep.
All right, they're both rolling out the blue buff.
Yeah, they're both kind of heading out in the same area now. Last game had a super fun start.
And, this is kind of what happened in the early game of the first game that no one got to see. They were both... TCG was all hanging out in that bush and was able to see what they were doing, and they opted to go for blue. This time they're backing up.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Might be safe starts out of both teams here.
Yeah, I mean, this is it. This is for the win. No one wants to take any risks. No one wants to screw it up. And I can tell you right now, TCG has that bitter taste of falling behind early and having to get crushed late game in their mouth, and they do not want to go visit that again.
Yeah, and also TCG, I think a little bit of mental edge probably goes to Carbonic, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. Oh, after
high,
that game?
Yeah, they're high off of that. Whereas TCG is kind of just recently just got waffle stomped.
But we saw that happen to Carbonic, and they responded in a big way.
Yep,
they came out and they punched him right in the face.
Yeah, they punched him in the face, and they did it the hard way, too. They said, we're going to play Darius, and we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. None of these cheap shots from behind. We're going to LeGarrette blunt you.
We're going to LeGarrette blunt you. Looks like it is going to be a 1v2 lane matchup. And again, I'm going to give... I mean, Tarek's not the greatest support for a 2v1 lane.
That's a good point, because he's got that melee, so he's not going to be able to hit that tower.
And unlike Thresh, who is probably one of the better supports to help siege a tower with the flame moving minion waves, while also being able to hit the tower with your ranged attack. Yeah.
This mid lane is going to be an artful game to watch. We got a flash some aggression going down on bot lane here.
Poking down that Mojo kills, Yep. Interesting that Mojo's not spamming his dance. I think that's a huge mistake. If you're 2v1, you should be spamming your dance.
Absolutely.
No crazy counter jungle so far. Everyone's playing it pretty straight up.
Yeah, everyone, just junglers both moving on to the race. I'm going to go ahead and adjust the little champion icons at the bottom here so everyone can see the CS matchups.
Oh, I should probably do that because I'm streaming.
Oh, damn it. Well, I'm going to do it for myself.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair, buddy. That's fair.
Or you could have just let me imagine.
Yeah, that's great, GG Kronk. That's how it works.
You're so caring.
You're so caring. Alright, I think we got everything in order here. Quite. Yeah, and it's interesting that it looks like Purple Team was the one instigating the 2v1, because they're the ones that switched the lanes up. Ooh, lots of damage coming out mid lane. Good flash from Blue Dream Fiend. Zed's gonna get out of there. Good gank from iRise.
Yeah, iRise, he's probably a little embarrassed after his last game there.
Oh, he's gonna bring it back.
Yeah, he's gonna bring it back.
He's devastatingly good. Let's see.
They're gonna head over to a race there. I think he knows what's up here. He knows Blue Dream Fiending.
Ooh. Getting out of there. Yep, they've got that whole area warded. They actually have 2 wards there, just in case one dies or something. Zed not getting pushed down far enough to go all the way back. Looks like a tower dive top lane. Barely gonna make it out.
Yep, the flash is gonna be burned on Shyvana. And that's a smart heads-up play out of Thresh and Ezreal. They know that Shyvana got a little extended. Got the Flay, and then I don't know if that death sentence was going to hit, but it was worth a shot. And it
here comes a
burned
gank
his
mid
flash.
lane. Oh, Hazel gets hit by Blue Dream Fiend. Hazel gonna be able to dash back and get out with a pop-up.
Yep. There's a hook down onto Shyvana, but instead Thresh is just going to tank a couple tower shots for that. So in the end, not even worth the hook really on Vi.
At least gonna keep on keeping on rolling bot lane. Ooh, ward thrown down by Tarek, gonna make him reconsider.
Man, this matchup in mid lane is getting so close. They're basically mirror images of each other. And there we go. That's first blood.
Oh, I
Easy.
missed it.
Thresh.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't too hard there. Shyvana going a little aggressive. Vi can head up right in time. There wasn't enough vision, I guess, or they didn't pay attention to their vision.
And that's always a thing. Like, people assume that just because something's warded means it's ungankable. It's not necessarily true. You got to be pretty vigilant.
Yeah, and that 2v1 lane, they're usually pretty complacent. There's
Ezreal gonna get caught out. Gonna have to flash here. Gonna have to double flash. Barely getting out. Good play. Irai's taking actually significant damage.
There he goes. He sends a little damage back to Irai's way.
And I gotta say, I've seen some pretty interesting play coming from bot lane, the Jinx and Tarek. It's pretty intelligent stuff. What they're doing is they're hitting the tower, and when the minions are gone, Tarek is stunning Nasus so he's not able to wither Jinx as she gets away, which just allows you to do that much more damage and farm that much better. Didn't work in that
situation. Nasus is having more success in this 2v1 lane, though. This isn't like last game where I swear, it was like at 8 minutes into the game, he had like 5 farm or something. Like the first 2 games, that's how it went for Devilish. Instead, it's Nasus with a 4 CS lead over Shyvana on Devilish.
I gotta say, despite Hazel getting his much vaunted Yasuo, Zed is winning mid lane right now.
And he's winning mid lane, and I'd say the skill matchup has definitely turned into quite the highlight here.
Absolutely.
Junglers have been visiting this lane nonstop, and we do see Blue Dream Fiending coming up for a gank in mid lane.
Ezreal
quickly a 3v1.
getting in. They're gonna have to burst the blow the ult. Let's see. Good snare
let's
there.
Let's see the hook.
Flay. Here comes the hook. No hook to be had. Oh, he gets it out. He's going to make it out of there. Well done. Well played. Nasus is in trouble at this point.
That's some good tower juggling.
Oh.
Tower aggro juggling out of top lane.
Yeah, not the best play from the Jinx.
Nope, but that is going to go ahead and open up a dragon here because they did see Elise in top lane.
This will be the first time they've taken dragon first.
Yeah, let's see if Zed and Elise can react to this in time. I don't think so. I think Vi's going to go ahead and smite this one safely away.
That's a dragon. All right, that gives TCG the early advantage.
Yep. Early advantage to TCG, and we know once they get rolling once they get their dragons rolling, they're off to a good start.
We haven't seen many upset fights, with the team that's winning getting taken out. Both these teams, not the comeback kids. They usually like to get ahead and they stay ahead. So this early stuff is very important.
Agreed.
That top tower is still staying up stubbornly. Looks like Tarek and Vi both on their way to hold the tower. Mojo kills in Devilish, finally giving us what the crowd wants.
Yes, just 2 big men going at it.
2 big men going at it.
Maybe just as GG Kronk wants, but
yeah, I mean,
you gotta give the president something.
Exactly. Ooh, Devilish actually winning those trades. Pretty good stuff.
Yeah, Devilish with, I think he kind of let one CS go there, missed the CS, but I think that might have just been some strategy there.
Oh yeah, that's definitely strategy.
That's a sacrifice to the gods. Yeah,
For a
letting
good
them know
harvest.
that, hey, let the harvest be plentiful. And there we go, the 2v2 top lane. Unfortunately, we haven't really seen a lot of this matchup in both games, but TCG is going to go ahead and get some vision control in top lane. There's going to be a pink ward in that tri-bush. So I wonder if Vi is going to be heading up that way, because she is at level 6 and does have a red buff.
Interesting that they're just letting Shyvana pressure bot tower. At least doesn't seem to be all that concerned, opting to hang out top lane. When Shyvana is handily winning these trades. Handily. Vi's actually gonna think about going down there. We get some pings down in bot jungle. I think that means either blue buff's coming up or they're gonna go for Mojo. They're definitely gonna dive if this continues. Unfortunately, the team couldn't close fast enough. That was a kill. If they were all on the same page, they might take this tower though.
Yeah, I think the misplay for the tower is probably
Zed coming up, Calvini getting caught, missed Thresh Hook, flash just in time. Brilliant job on the Jinx with her little droppy chomper fire flamers. Although Zed's gonna dive this. Zed's gonna dive this like you wouldn't believe. Here comes the pain train.
Yeah, interesting choice going to Tarek there. I think he's gonna pick him up there with the ultimate. I would
Misses it.
Yeah, it was a little bit of misplay with the Elise stun and then the Thresh death sentence.
Right.
A little bit of miscommunication. Wouldn't have had to have Zed come top all the way and looks like lose mid lane just for that kill. So I guess you win some, you lose some, but in this case, you lose your mid tower.
Faux show.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad. And they also picked up that top tower, which is pretty good.
Yeah, you pick up a top tower. But I think mid tower is always definitely a really strong goal to get. A lot of map control.
Absolutely.
Coming there. Let's see. Let's check out Nasus because I want to see how his stacks are doing. He's currently sitting at 96 bonus damage, about 10 minutes in the game, which is probably the best of any of the Nasus's performances we've seen in the past 5 games or so.
And he still had to deal with the 2v1, and had to get his lane pushed almost or all the way to tower. His inner tower is gone, and yet he still manages that Q. Pretty good.
Yeah, so he's at the tertiary turret in that lane, and he's doing quite fine.
People rolling top lane, able to respond fast enough. Mojo trading. Trades aren't too bad now. Trades are working out in Mojo's favor, and that's just gonna keep happening the more he's able to farm his Q.
Yeah, he's gonna head back right now. I wonder what his first pickup is gonna be. Maybe might be heading to an Iceborne, or we'll see. He's got that glacial shroud, so it's gonna give him some mana, larger mana pool, and a little bit of cooldown reduction, along with the armor.
Armor, that is a great item. It's my favorite item to buy on Nasus.
It's a great item for this game, which features a lot of AD damage.
All right, so it looks like they're jockeying the position to pressure this tower, but Carbonic is ready to fight this. They have everyone in position. They are ready to throw down. Here it comes, the missed death sentence.
Oh man.
Oh, the missed snare. Everything's going bad. They're turning it around on him. Domination goes down immediately. Vi ults. Ezreal makes it out barely. Potentially, there's a teleport up top lane, which is really going to turn this fight. That was probably the best use of teleport we've seen. Although I think they're going to be able to get out of this one. That's a 3 for 1.
That's a 1 for 2. Quite the comedy of errors leading up to that there, but I still think I think Carbonic is okay with that. Maybe if they kept their tower, they picked up a couple kills.
For sure.
Where do those kills go? Do you know?
No, I'm a bad caster. So
I lost track of that one, but it does look. I think Jinx picked up at least 1 kill there, which is good.
Yeah.
Nasus heading top for the 2v1. He apparently likes pain.
He doesn't give any things. It's so funny that all right. It's interesting the way they're dealing with blue buffs. They don't seem to get them very often. Carbonic, that is.
Yeah, and then Blue Jay Phoenix overextending a little bit against Devilish here. I'd like to see a little turnaround here, as they do have 4v2. But they're going to go ahead and focus on Dragon, which is probably a smart call to do.
Vi's pretty low. I don't know if she goes in for this. If she goes in, she knows she's done, Skis.
Yeah.
Oh, good toll. See if they can poke him down before the fight. Dragon reset a bit. Oh! Forcing the flash. The static shift picking up the kill.
Go ahead and take
Tough
down
stuff going down. That's a big fight and a dragon.
And that's a triple kill for Yasuo. And that's not what you want.
No, that's actually a big switch. That's a devastating fight for Carbonic.
Yep, and that's not good at all for Carbonic. They also lost Dragon, so that's pretty much exactly what the best situation TCG could have gotten out of that. It was a really nice ultimate out of Jinx, I think, to set Elise, basically take her out of the fight.
Absolutely.
And then Hazel with the know-all, or I guess the knowledge to use a static shift proc to pick up Elise, who was just hovering at basically no life.
Pretty clever. Pretty good stuff. Nasus gonna need to leave because Vi is pretty damaging. Pretty damaging. I think they're closing on this Nasus depending on whether or not the team pursues.
Yeah, I want to see.
Team is gonna pursue. They're gonna turn this. If they choose to fight, they would lose. Yep. It's funny though, these people know exactly what's going on. They can make very intelligent assumptions about their teammates.
Yeah.
Or their enemies, rather.
Yeah, these are some smart plays coming out, both teams. Man, that triple kill on Yasuo was monumental, because at this point, before that triple kill, he was at 1-1-1, and he was about 30 farm behind Zed. Ooh. So he wasn't having the best game. But just that static shiv is such a strong item on him, because it really just ups his damage and the ability to hit all his critical strikes and do that damage in team fights. I am a little scared for Carbonic, to be honest. Now I think that was quite the game changer right there. That
was pretty big. We'll have to see what all shakes out, but things definitely working out in their favor, and to get those kills on Hastel. On a champion that he can play pretty darn well. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough.
Yeah.
6k gold down at this point.
Yeah, Hazel is looking to push out mid lane here, I guess, or maybe he's typing a Facebook message to someone or something, or texting or something, sending a Snapchat.
It's very important. Social messages, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Hey. I don't think we've seen really Nasus in a fight yet, so maybe that's a secret weapon that Carbonic is planning on. He's just going to be pushing all game. There he is standing. He might be thinking about whether...
Oh, paused right before a fight of epic proportions is about to go down.
Yep.
In fact, I hope none of those people are looking at the stream right now, because it's going to give them an advantage in 3.5 minutes. Because that is gnarly, the kinds of things that are going to go on right now.
Also, check out Nasus. He's a little bit out of position. Do you see him? Down there all the way in the bottom half of the map.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have his teleport is not up. So if there is a fight that breaks out, he will not be there for probably a good...
Here it goes, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Back
boom.
In here.
Ult coming down. They knew they were there. I didn't even see that.
Dead.
Well played. That was a huge pause. There might be some controversy about that later. Purple team getting slaughtered here. This is a big fight. Oh. Jinx ult barely misses. Turns that into a 1-for-1.
1-for-1, but that's absolutely worth it to get the shutdown kill on Yasuo. Well, I take that back. They're going to lose the shutdown, but they're going to lose a tower for it. I'm not sure where Nasus ended up in that fight. There he is in top lane, but I don't think he really got much out of that. He just was spending time.
They should push this tower down fast, quick fast, or at least put damage on it.
Not
and then
known
leave.
for his wave clears, so he's going to try and poke away. He's going to
bail,
ult there.
bail.
Going to hook up. There we go. Nice hook on Tark. Tark
Jinx doesn't quite have the damage to punish them for this. Unfortunately, they're going to have to fight
Mojo
this.
kills on Nasus with a lot of damage.
Domination going down. Mojo kills going down. Let's see. This rest of the fight's going to be about Jinx positioning and whether or not
Yeah, get on that.
High-rise can get away.
There's Vi. I think Vi might be falling down here. We got a red buff. Yep, their red buff take on Elise.
These are dark times. There's a 1v1 between Hazel and Zephyr.
Hazel is already back up and into the
Oh, Jinx with negative health, actually. Actual negative health. Impressive.
Yeah. I'm not sure what he sold to the devil to get that life.
But then again, as impressive and crazy as all that was an equal fight there.
Yep, that was an equal fight, and that was probably not what we wanted. Not what Carbonic wanted. I think they needed that kill on Jinx. But Hazel showed up in time. He must have sprinted all the way.
Is a fast man. Hazel going in on tough stuff here. Oh, that was a little bit of a bait by Blue Dream Fiend. That was pretty clever. He's going to get on him. The red buff's going to kill him. No! Hazel gets the kill before going down. Well played.
And yes.
Oh.
Can't underestimate that damage coming out of him. Even the Elise execute was not enough to put him away for good, and Yasuo was able to take him out.
Well done. Well played. WP. That being said, Carbonic is still down significantly. But it shows that they're not completely out of the game, yeah? They're able
absolutely.
To,
I think they've got some things to work with. I think Zed is off to a good start in CS. He's got the highest CS in the game by far. He's got 50 over his lane opponent, but then again, his lane opponent does have 4 kills more on him.
Could be rough.
So, you know, I think Zed's off to a good start. Elise is pretty big, so I guess Blue Team Fiending has a lot of pressure on him right now to put those kills to good use.
Ooh, Mojo in a really bad spot. High-rise coming in, hitting him with the ult. Jinx coming in, gonna snare him. Hazel still taking a lot of damage despite it being a 3v1. Hazel actually almost goes down. That is a big boy up top lane in Nasus.
Yeah, but all in all, it's still another kill to Hazel. And I don't think that's what exactly they need right now. That's a death on Nasus. That's, you know, probably about 30 seconds less of Qs that he can stack. And I don't think he can justify getting out of position like that.
Yeah,
I think they're going to lose a lot of objective control over this. There's the dragon. No one in the air to contest except Big Tough Stuff, Ezreal, who's taking down the tower.
Tough Stuff actually might go down here, depending on how he chooses to flash here.
Oh, he's gonna walk
right into Tarek, who, unless he's got flash up, is going to decimate him. No flash up. That is a kill and a dragon.
Yeah, that's just TCG of a small play. They know that Nasus was down. Nasus is a true terror in a team. Even in that 1v3, he's able to take Yasuo almost to no health. And so they know with Nasus down, they had a strong advantage there. And so they went ahead and got a dragon, picked off the 80 carry who was out of position.
Absolutely.
So Ezreal's going to be up in about 4 seconds here. And Nasus
Blue Jeep caught. Calvini getting caught by a great thresh hook. Oh my goodness, that was some of the fastest uses of abilities in the history of the NFL. Nasus coming in, desperate to hold the tower, desperate to clean up a little bit. Ezreal doing some damage, ulting. Vi very low, Irise very low, Hazel very low, Devilish low. But Tough Stuff can't do it alone.
Yeah, and I think that's miscommunication there. Even though that's a great hook, it's kind of like the Lee Sin Q syndrome, where you feel like you have to, narrowly missing Ezreal.
Well,
I'd like to hook that up to kind of the Lee Sin syndrome. Hit that Q, you feel like you have to go in.
Yeah.
That was a great Taric hook. I think maybe on, not Taric hook, excuse me, on Taric. But that was not a good opportunity. And he went in, it was about a, I don't know, 2v5 there for a second. And that was not what you... Nasus really there to flank at all.
Right.
Just kind of poor execution of that fight there, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on who you're rooting for. It would seem that the game is now TCG's to lose.
That's a good point.
I mean, and that fight under tower wasn't altogether doomed from the start. You know, had focus been a little bit better, or tower aggro been a little bit more in your favor, Carbonic could have easily won that. But now that the inhibitor's down, it's gonna look really bad. They're just gonna go around the field, collecting objectives, getting every dragon, jockeying for Baron. It's gonna be rough.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be a rough one. For Carbonic. I mean, not a lot of positives for them. I guess Nasus is pretty decently farmed, at least more so than. There you go, Zed aggression onto Jinx. He's gonna go ahead and wipe. That's gonna not gonna be enough to take him out there. And now Carbonic
Domination.
was out of position.
Nice ult.
Erased.
Oh boy.
Absolutely erased.
Blue Dream Fiend smartly going directly onto Jinx, but it's not going to be enough. This is it.
Yep.
This is the
That's
game. That's it. That's a win. Unless Seminar is the second coming.
Yeah, unless we see some late game heroics here, but I think that's definitely game. There was a game to Jinx there. Jinx smartly flashed away, able to go on the drive scheme, and then just like that, it was over. Carbonic got.
It's over. Zed not even giving it a shot here. Not a lot he can do. And that's it. We have a new champion in the UOLCS.
That is it, and the inaugural champion of the University of Oregon League Championship Series goes to Off Gaming, otherwise known as TCG. So congratulations, guys.
Congrats, TCG. Well played, both sides.
Yeah, those are some excellent games. Everyone who watched the games certainly enjoyed them. I don't know, it was a pleasure to cast.
Yeah,
that was
for
a good
sure.
one.
I had a good time. Thanks a lot, GG Kronk.
No problem. And I think also this whole season was pretty damn good, too.
It was great. I had an awesome time. Great experiences, awesome people, great community.
Yeah.
Fun people interested in learning and playing together. And
yeah. Absolutely. And I just want to share the final part of my vision for this term of UOLCS. I'd like to see the finals. So get a room and the room filled up with people, and we're going to have casters in it on the giant screen, and it's going to be CG or whatever team you're rooting for. We're going to have chance, and it's going to be pretty dope.
Absolutely. That sounds beautiful.
Yeah. Might get right, freaked, flown in. I don't know. Whatever.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's all she wrote, boys and girls. This is Zach Neutral Milk Hotel Goldberg, and my good friend
Gavin.
GG Cronkite.
Yeah, and it's been a pleasure. And congrats to congrats to Carbonic for putting up a mean-spirited fight in the 3-game series. Those were some good matches.
Absolutely.
Both teams.
All right. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful evening.
All right, you too.